Do it. Make your dreams come true. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Leadership is the same. I have no way of measuring that you're being a good leader on a daily basis. Even the best leaders are sometimes terrible leaders on a daily basis. There's no good metric. The problem is it's very hard to measure in short, discrete packets, but it's very easy to measure over distance, over time. That's the problem. Good leadership is obvious. You measure it in things like churn. You know, what's the average lifespan of your employees? I love reading all these reports that say, well, the trend is that people are spending less and less time at their jobs now, and maybe it's because they're looking for more adventure. No, it's because they don't feel safe, and why would they stick around? There's no loyalty. It's not a good trend. It's a symptom. Parenting. Think about what a great parent is. A great parent is willing to sacrifice, give of themselves, discipline when necessary, provide opportunities, provide education. Also, this young little thing can grow up and achieve more than they thought they ever could for themselves. What's a great leader? Somebody who's willing to sacrifice and give of themselves and provide opportunities, education, discipline when necessary. Sometimes help them up, sometimes make them get up themselves, all so they'll grow up and build confidence and achieve things I couldn't even achieve for myself. Same thing. There's a photograph in the New York Times a bunch of months ago. Do you remember those shootings in Kenya? And the amazing thing was there was a photographer who was on the scene. Usually we see the aftermath, right? And this particular one, there was a photographer in the mall. And so we got to see pictures of what was going on. And there's one photograph, you can look it up, it's online. There's one photo, Taylor Hicks is the photographer's name, not the same Taylor Hicks. There's a photograph of a mother lying on top of her child. Okay, now think about that. At the sound of a gun, it's a mother's instinct to throw herself onto her child, potentially risking her own life to ensure that the life of this young, precious thing will survive her. Now, on other days, mom gets to do what mom says because I'm the mom. And sometimes mom takes the liberties and enjoys the liberties of being the leader and being the one in charge. But when it matters, when the child's life, survival are at stake, there's no question what a good mother does. They throw themselves on top of their child, no question asked, even at personal sacrifice. That's called leadership. That's what our leaders do. They can enjoy the trappings, enjoy the perks, enjoy the parking spaces, enjoy the money. Nobody says you have to give them up. In fact, we would be upset if you gave them up because it's our pleasure to do these things for you. Can you imagine if Steven Spielberg, you made him a cup of coffee, he said, I can make my own cup. It actually would feel bad. Like we want to do these things. It brings us joy to do these things. Just like it brings our kids joy to make us proud, and it gives us joy to make our leaders proud. We want to do right by them. But we do so with the knowledge that they would sacrifice themselves for us. Back in the Marine Corps, this idea of leadership is viewed as a responsibility, not as a rank. You will never hear these words spoken in the Marines. You will never hear the words, I am a leader. I believe I have what it takes to be a leader. I aspire to be a leader. Those words do not exist. Here are the words they speak. I am a leader of Marines. I believe I have what it takes to be a leader of Marines. I aspire to be a good leader of Marines. In their own vernacular, they view leadership as a responsibility to another human being and not a rank to be attained. It's the same for us. You're not a leader. You're a leader of people. And to say I am a leader is false. I'm a leader of people. I aspire to be a leader of people. I believe I have what it takes to be a leader of people. I want to be the best leader of people I can possibly be. And we are reminded every time we speak the words that our responsibility is to another person. Like the word parent. I am a parent. Inherent in that word is that there's a child. You can't call yourself a parent without a child. I'm a parent of a child. It comes with certain responsibilities inherent, as does leadership. And so this manifests in some funny ways in the Marine Corps. If you go to any chow hall anywhere in the world, on any Marine base, what you will see is they will line up in rank order during chow time. Most junior man eats first, most senior man eats last. It is not in any rule book, and no one tells them they have to. It happens organically because of the way they simply view the responsibility of leadership. That I, as the leader, like a parent, would let my child eat before I eat. That's just what we do. And so that's one of the ways it shows up.